welcome back to Inside Sports 360. Today I'll be ranking the AFC wide receiver quarterback duos. At number 16, I have Zach Wilson and Corey Davis. Corey Davis is a mid to elite receiver. He's not elite. You could put him in mid though. And Zach Wilson isn't proven yet. He's not that great of a quarterback. He's inconsistent. So he has a lot to do. At number 15, I have Davis Mills and Brandon Cooks. This might be a little low, but you can argue it's higher. Brandon Cooks is the best player on the Houston Texans, no doubt. And Davis Mills was one of the better rookie quarterbacks last year. So, at number 14, Mitch Trubisky and George Pickens. Mitch Trubisky is having a pretty good year, and George Pickens is having a really good year. So, yeah, you could argue higher, but it's a stacked AFC conference, so I have to rank them lower than what you might think they would be. At number 13, Trevor Lawrence and Christian Kirk. Again, you can argue higher, but I think they're lower. Christian Kirk had a great year in Arizona, so him and Trevor Lawrence should really help Trevor Lawrence to have a better offense this year than last year. At number 12, I have Mac Jones and Devontae Parker. Again, this is a very controversial one. You could put him higher, but I think this is a pretty good spot. Mac Jones is the best rookie quarterback from last year, but Devontae Parker is very inconsistent. Give him a good wide receiver, let's say DeAndre Hopkins, this is top 5. Lamar Jackson and Rashad Bateman. Another case of an elite quarterback and a mid to low receiver. Rashad Bateman isn't doing amazing, but Lamar Jackson's having a crazy year so far. Again, you can argue higher. At number 10, we have Matt Ryan and Michael Pittman. Michael Pittman is a solid receiver. He's consistent. Matt Ryan is not doing good this year. He's absolute garbage this year. So if he turns it around, I could put this higher. But I do think this is better than the ones we've named so far. At number 9, we have Ryan Tannehill and Robert Woods. Ryan Tannehill is, I'd say, the definition of mid to elite quarterback. You can put him in either, but I wouldn't put him in elite. He's a mid quarterback to me. And then there's Robert Woods. He's a really, really fast receiver. He's consistent. He's an amazing 2 receiver, but he's asking to be number 1 here. So I'm thinking this is not the best. Number 8, Russell Wilson and Jerry Jeudy. Russell Wilson is not doing as well as we hoped in Denver, but he is better than the rest of the quarterbacks with Jerry Jeudy. This is a pretty good duo, so I would think that this is a top 10. At number 7, I have Derek Carr and Davante Adams. Davante Adams is the best receiver in football, but Derek Carr is not the best quarterback in football. So I have to put Davante Adams and Derek Carr lower than top 5, just outside top 5. But 7's a good spot for them. Number 6, we have Patrick Mahomes and Juju Smith-Schuster. Patrick Mahomes can make the most of any receiver he has. It's just that we weren't expecting him to do this because he was spoiled with Tyreek Hill. Travis Kelce, and many other receivers. So with the 2 new additions instead of Tyreek Hill gone, with Marquez Valdez-Scantling and Juju Smith-Schuster, but I think Juju would be number 1 receiver. But like I said again, Juju Smith-Schuster and Patrick Mahomes are a pretty deadly combo. At number 5, I have Tua Tagovailoa and Tyreek Hill. Before Tua Tagovailoa got injured last Thursday, they were undefeated. They were having crazy. Tyreek Hill was doing amazing, and Tua led the league in passing yards. So if he didn't get injured against the Bengals, the Ravens, he would be having a MVP-like year, I would believe. And Tyreek Hill is having a good year even without Patrick Mahomes. Number 4, Deshaun Watson and Amari Cooper. I know I'm putting this ahead of Devontae Adams, Derek Carr, and Tyreek Hill, but I think this is a pretty good spot for them. When Deshaun Watson isn't suspended, he's a really elite quarterback. And Amari Cooper, with Dak Prescott always being injured, he never really put up what we expected, but it's not all his fault. Deshaun Watson and Amari Cooper, I think, will make an amazing duo. Number 3, I have Justin Herbert and Keenan Allen. I know they're both currently injured, but when they're both healthy, they're an amazing team. The Chargers would be number 1 if it weren't for both injuries, and the Chiefs with Patrick Mahomes. So I do think that this is the 3rd best. Number 2, Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. I know that this is controversial because most people say the number 1 wide receiver duo is either Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow or Matthew Stafford and Cooper Kupp. But I think there's one more better one that is not getting enough respect. So without further ado, number 1, Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs. These two have been going off for the past 3 years. They are doing amazing. Buffalo, I think this year they're going to win the championship. They've been consistent playoff team.
Wow.
They're the number 1 team to beat. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next week for the Week 5 NFL predictions.